The episode starts with Jhanak telling the judge that she discovered the truth about Shrishti because of Brij Bhushan. She explains that Shrishti betrayed Brij Bhushan and reveals that he died due to Shrishti and Kulbhushan. She informs the judge about Anirudh and Arhsi, adding that she returned to the Bose house because of Chotan. She mentions that she took care of Arhsi during her pregnancy. On the day Arhsi went into labor, she was alone in the hospital because the Bose family was occupied with Chotan's post-wedding celebrations. Jhanak recalls how the nurse didn't inform her about Arhsi's delivery. She explains to the judge why she suspected Omkar's baby to be Arhsi's. She questions why she would ever involve herself in child trafficking when she has the potential to become a star. She urges the judge to make a decision now, as she has shared everything she needed to. The judge asks if anyone opposes Jhanak's statement. Arhsi steps forward, saying she does. Mimi expresses her wish to speak, but Shubh tries to stop her. Mrinalini intervenes, saying that Mimi should be allowed to support the truth. Mimi takes the witness stand and admits that her family, including herself, mistreated Jhanak. Roy argues that Mimi's words have no relevance to the case, but the judge allows her to continue. Mimi states that Jhanak never tried to break any family. Shrishti questions Arhsi about what Mimi is saying. Mimi explains that Jhanak left the Bose house multiple times but was always forced to return. She realized that her family was mentally harassing Jhanak, which is why she decided to support her. She adds that the complaint filed against Jhanak was baseless and insists that Jhanak is not involved in child trafficking. The judge instructs Mimi to take her seat. Janak's lawyer calls Arhsi to the witness stand and asks if she blames Jhanak for her baby's death. Arhsi claims that Jhanak deliberately didn't inform the family. The lawyer then asks if she believes her family could have saved the baby. Arhsi says she thinks so. The doctor is then called to testify and states that Jhanak was not responsible for the baby's death. She explains that an unforeseen incident occurred in the nursery. The judge inquires about Omkar, and Mr. Roy responds that Omkar doesn't want to be involved in the case. Frustrated, the judge asks if anyone else has something to say. Anirudh steps forward, saying he does. He takes the stand and declares that Jhanak never harmed anyone, yet she suffered immensely. He emphasizes that Jhanak is a talented dancer with a bright future. Shrishti questions why Janak's personal life is even being discussed in court. The judge silences her. Anirudh insists that Jhanak is not responsible for his baby's death and pleads with the judge not to let his family ruin her life. He states that Jhanak was unjustly imprisoned and deserves to live with dignity. He urges the judge to release her. Police officer Sanjay informs the court that Jhanak is innocent. The judge rules that there is no solid evidence against her and dismisses the case, officially declaring Jhanak innocent. Jhanak and Anirudh are relieved to hear the verdict. Anirudh approaches Jhanak, but the inspector tells him he must wait until the legal process is complete. Anirudh assures Jhanak that he will be waiting for her outside, ready to begin their new life together. Arhsi is stunned by his words. Jhanak, however, looks at Arhsi and silently decides not to come between Anirudh and his family. She resolves never to meet him again. She thanks Mimi, who replies that she simply spoke the truth. The police escort Jhanak away. Later, when Jhanak steps outside, Bipasha embraces her happily and introduces her brother, Chirag. Jhanak tells her she plans to leave the city but will stay at Bipasha's house for a few days. Bipasha offers her a sweet, and Jhanak, realizing she hasn't eaten properly in a while, accepts it. Bipasha urges her to eat everything and smirks, watching her closely.